Playmobil has a lot of Lego type things where you can interact with medieval adventures and their own little box kits. So, Pop Star Storage, Pirate Treasure Chest, Cargo and Passenger Aircraft, Tropical Inn. Calico Critters, same idea for all those cat lovers out there. Got miniaturized personal things. Calico Cozy Cottage, Burger Cafe playset, Supermarket playset. Finally, a couple pages devoted to educational toys. We start with the Animal Planet toys. Pterodactyl, Wild Tree House, Giant T-Rex super playsets. That worries me that, again, we're just looking at toys that have buttons. Then EduScience has a lot of Rough and Tumble Robot, Mega Science Lab, glow-in-the-dark chemistry science kits. Love chemistry. Tumbler chemistry. We've got microscope, land and sky, 360, 55 millimeter refractor tabletop telescope. That's cool. The Astronova telescope. Another microscope. Here's the giant telescope and various globes. They say that the most sold book is the Bible, so I'm guessing the most sold toys and board games are the originals. So you've got Hippos, you've got Operation Life, Twister, Battleship, Ouija board, all these various things. Trouble, Connect 4. Headbands is really fun because it works on their ability to make connections, and we talked about that for learning disorders. And we've got Tetris, Simon, Monopoly, Jenga, Twister. If Twister is what I think it is, then it's a lot of skills. Over here, Uno, the skill to categorize and make connections. Apples to apples, make your own connections, make jokes, whether it be funny or not, and learn things. I didn't know there was a Plano, Texas. Logo Party, I've never played, so I don't know much about that. Taboo seems like a fun game to play. And these are very great for all kinds of memory and knowledge. Chess, I love playing, has so many rules, but they all make sense. Chinese checkers. The Wonderful World of Legos. Looks super fun if they can do that. Mega Bloks is an idea to get kids ready for Legos, so using their gross motor all the way working to fine motor skills. And even these things use gross motor skills to move the trucks around. Boys really like it. I have seen girls play with them too, but mainly boys. Mega Bloks, you can see that they're big enough to fit into a hand and not into a mouth. K'NEX, another idea. You've probably played with this in your childhood. I recently bought myself my own loom, and I'm even having trouble with it because I don't know how to take it off the loom. But it's really fun to weave it on there. You can make your various bracelets and things, and there's all those different colors that you can use it. So if it'll teach them how to use a loom, it's pretty good and very creative. Melissa and Doug has a lot of various educational things. There's the easel pad and notepads, stampers, pencils. We've got a lot of related things from them. There's Light Bright, original toy, easels with storage underneath. They can paint, they can draw, whatever suits them. And a sewing machine. I've never seen a sewing machine for children. $34.99. I hope it doesn't break easily. Crayola always comes out with these awesome things. So you've got kind of neon glow in the dark things. You've got a huge kit of colored markers, crayons, pencils. It's the Masterworks art case for only $30. I want to get one. Airbrush. I had something like that for markers. It didn't work too great and it dried out the markers pretty quickly. But it was fun to do. So, I don't know. $22.99. I wouldn't suggest getting it. I'm sorry, Crayola. And the Melt and Mold Factory. I've been looking at YouTube videos on how to make art with melting crayons. So I wonder if this is any better or worse. Little Tikes has more Play and Learn. So you've got your ultimate kitchen, fry cook area, pots, pans, fake knives. That's important, fake knives. Cook around kitchen and cart. There's a lot of storage, pots and pans, cups, glasses, plates. There's wheels on that. We've got Little Chef's Gourmet Kitchen with more than the average. A little fridge, little stove, pot holder, coffee pot. The Step 2 Rise and Shine Kitchen. So all of these are kitchens. And you can look at the different incarnations of kitchens. Dolls are always really fun for every age group, and in preschool program that I worked at, they played with babies to get children to learn how to take care of others, what you need. You need a bottle, you need diapers, they need to have all of these various things, they need to go in their own carriage, they need hats to keep them warm. So a ton of things go into raising babies and talking to them, and this helps get their verbal skills going. Right now I'm working on a paper about a student I worked with who had a nonverbal learning disorder. So this is really essential to that. And the babies made him really happy, and he smiled and laughed a lot. Getting into the world of the physical, we've got a bike. Finally, something physical. Vans, more play sets. A big play set, 3 levels. It looks like they can all stand up. There's a radio control Corvette and doll for $45. That's really cool. I wish I had one of those. And we've got our guitar, kind of like what we saw earlier. These are Journey girls. I remember growing up with the American Doll girls that came with a bunch of things. It looks very similar. I think the price range is even very similar. I'm not sure anything more about the Journey girls, but it's a nice concept to have for the same reasons I mentioned, and making their dolls grow older. We've got Trolls. I had a collection of these, and so did my sister. Animatronic dogs. Again, we're getting away from physical work and letting them do everything. It might be fun to watch, but not very educational. Password Journal Keepsake. That premiered, I think, back in the days of Home Alone 2 with the voice recorder, back before cell phones. And Furby. We haven't seen Furby in a long time. I had one, and they get destroyed pretty easily. And for $60 each, if they get destroyed, that would not be one of my suggestions for the holidays. Archery. Archery looks like a really fun sport. Got Golden Edge, kind of like the new movies out there. So you get movies that inspire real life, darts that go with it. Is that right? $17.99 each? I'm getting me one of those. Melissa and Doug has a lot of various educational things. There's the easel pad and notepads, stampers, pencils. We've got a lot of related things from them. There's Lite-Brite, original toy, easels with storage underneath. They can paint, they can draw, whatever suits them, and a sewing machine. I've never seen a sewing machine for children. $34.99, I hope it doesn't break easily. So Despicable Me has their characters. They were fun to watch, but is it really necessary? And we get down to our uglies. Rude, crude electronic pups are ready to start trouble. Do we really want a farting, burping, barking, growling pet that makes 30 rude, repulsive noises? I think that's just something that adults don't want to see. When it comes to watching TV, I'm a wrestling fan. When it comes to teaching children, they can use it in their writing, but I'd rather them think about appropriate ways of solving problems and appropriate social skills, fighting not being one of them. Got the fighting rings. Again, more fighting. I think the Battleborg is kind of like the old school where you punch each other's heads and the heads pop off and then go back. And Iron Man, the Avengers, Star Wars, more hero general ideas, but some of these, like up here, actually look like the armed forces, whereas we've got swords, axes, and medieval type battle armor. Hot Wheels I've always loved, but other than using the fine motor skills, not much good here. One of the latest movies mentions making your own car. Wreck-It Ralph.
No. Look, kid, bad idea, trust me. I don't make things, I break things.
Well, it looks like you're gonna be stepping outside your comfort zone then, Gladys. Ooh, this is a good one.
Welcome to the bakery! Let's bake a car! What is this, another game?
Yeah, look, it's a mini game.
You have 1 minute to win it. What?
Come on, Ralph!
Go! Mixing! Put the ingredients in the bowl and throw away the trash. Airbrush, no! Underpants, no! You're getting all the wrong stuff, kid.
I'm trying!
I'll do it. No, yes. Gross. No, yes, go! Better off!
Come on, no sleeping on the job!
Baking! Pump up the heat and hold the perfect temperature.
A little help here?
I'm on it.
Ralph!
No problem. Now just give me a thing here.
Okay, good. A little more. Okay, hold it. Hold it. Get up, Ralph. 15 seconds.
Decorating.
Wheels first.
How many?
4 doors.
Got it.
Now frosting. A buttload of frosting.
No problem. Time's up. Congratulations, you did it. And here's your card.
And this, you're making your own car for Hot Wheels. I wonder if they took that idea. That could be a lawsuit, but it looks like it's really fun. So it might be an idea just for fun.